Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is coming a little bit later in the month than it normally does, but it is my BoxyCharm unboxing for the month of August. There was some issues with my postage and the PR boxes went out a little bit late, combined with my package getting lost. Boxy was nice enough to send me another box. So since it is coming late and everybody already knows what's in the box, this is going to be less of an unboxing and more of a review on the products. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. And please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload twice a week and that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So without further ado, let's get right into the box. So first out of the box, we have the card, the theme of which is Life at the Party, which is super exciting. This is a curated box by Laura Lee of Laura Lee Los Angeles. Her palette is in the box, but she kind of put together a whole list of products that are fantastic, supposedly. I haven't tested most of them out yet, but we're gonna find out together how much we like them. So that being said, let's jump into the first item in the box. This is from Adesse, New York, I don't even know. But it is the Sweet Almond Cuticle Oil. Treat yourself, your nails, and cuticles after a night out. Lightweight, non-greasy formula. MSRP of $18. So I actually just got my nails done, so they are, So they are nice and pretty, but you can always touch up with a cuticle treatment. So I'm just gonna take a little bit onto the cuticles. And all that I do with this is I just load up the brush and I just trace the cuticle. You don't need a lot. That's the trick with these. If you go on too much, they feel oily and they get gross looking, and then they just kind of feel greasy. So instead, I just take a little bit over the cuticles, one dip per hand. Start on my thumbs, which are the biggest fingers, and go from there. And then once I give it a minute to dry, I'll just kind of go through each finger, massage it into the cuticle, and call it a day. Now this doesn't really have a scent, which I do like, and it doesn't feel greasy, so it definitely does what it claims to do. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to tell you if this is a hit or miss because I'm not gonna be able to see what it does for a little while, but the nails look shiny and healthy and pretty, so I am happy. Next item out of the box, this is three single packs. This is from Wander Beauty. They are the Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I'm gonna go throw these on, and while they are on, I will tell you about the product. So now these retail for $13. This is after a night out of partying. Who doesn't like a good eye mask? The gold foil eye mask brighten, hydrate, and reduce the appearance of dark circles. Hyaluronic acid diminishes the appearance of wrinkles. Aloe leaf extract and lavender oil cool your skin. So these are really good. The last time we had under eye masks, I had to hold my head like this because they kept sliding off. These are sticking. I'm shaking my head. They're not going anywhere. And from what it was saying on the back of the package, the gold foil actually helps to keep it moist. So instead of them drying out from the outside, it's gonna actually soak into my skin. So while I leave these on for the desired 15 minutes necessary, I'm gonna go throw on a quick brow and prime my eyes so that we can get into the next product. Okay, so eyes are primed and ready to go. These are just about done, but I'm gonna leave them on a little longer because I'm gonna be having fallout anyway. Next item out of the box, like I said, is from Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is the Party Animal palette. Now these are some vibrant colors, but do not be afraid of them. I love a good vibrant shadow, so I will be using these to create a look today. The one thing I did want to say about this, first off, dare to be the life of the party with the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. 6 stunning shades to create bold and beautiful looks. What I do want to say about this is even though it is labeled an eyeshadow palette, it is actually a pressed pigment palette. So if you're not familiar with how to use pressed pigments, I will walk you through how to use them because a lot of the issues with pressed pigments is they're a little bit more difficult to work with than shadows. With a shadow, because of the binding agents, you grab a brush, you tap in, you blend, perfect. Because they're pigments, they're designed a little bit differently. There's less binders, so there's gonna be more color payoff, but there's also gonna be more fallout, and there's gonna be a little bit more time needed to blend, but the color payoff will be well worth it. So what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be kind of focusing on the purpley blue side of things today. So I'm gonna start with damage control, and I'm gonna take that on kind of like the side of a flat brush. Actually, I'm gonna zoom you guys in first. So I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna take the side of it and I'm just going to dip it right into the pan one time. And you'll see I already have some pigment on the brush. I'm just going to kick off a little bit of that, and I'm going to kind of, in very small motions, set this down as a transition. You'll see how it's kind of grabbing a little bit right here. That's something that happens with pigments because there's not a lot of binder in there, is that they can drag, which is why I set down my eye primer with a translucent powder, specifically when I use pigments, because it gives us the ability to really get a smooth blend and have everything go on nicely. And I forgot to mention it, this does retail for $19. Now, when I'm doing a very vibrant eye, especially something so cool toned, I do like to have a warm crease. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the orange shade Dranks on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to blend out the line above the transition area. And what that's gonna do is it's just gonna add a little bit of warmth so that even though we do have this very cool toned eye, because it is gonna be very blue, we're still gonna get a very pretty blend on it. And it's just gonna make the whole thing look a little bit more seamless. And you'll see how that kind of kept the blue, but it did give you a little bit more of a blend. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that blue shade and just intensify it a little bit more. Then dipping into a flat brush, I'm gonna go into this cobalt shade Karaoke, and I'm going to, there's a little bit of fallout in the pan, but I'm gonna load up the side of this brush, and I'm just going to stamp that on the outer portion of the eye, and then in small circular motions, just build up the intensity, because we do want this to be nice and smoked out. And now once we have that down, going back into that first brush with no additional product, we're just going to blend the crease out. Now on a super small brush, this is the Sigma E45, it came in the limited edition box. I'm gonna dip into Hungover, the deep purple, and once the brush is saturated, I'm gonna just take this very low down to the lash line and just gently trace the very outer V of the eye. And you see how that just kind of smoked it up a little bit? That's all we wanna go for, is very low down here, and then a little in this area, not too much. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab a flat synthetic brush and I'm gonna go into Bottoms Up, the pink shade, which is almost like a matte pink, but it definitely has a gold sparkle in there. And I'm just gonna press that all over the lid. So now you'll see on there, the pink goes into the purple and then the purple becomes the blue. But a little bit more of that light blue is getting lost. So on that very big fluffy brush, I'm just gonna take a little bit more of Damage Control, the light blue, and I'm just gonna use it to bring a little bit more of that cool tone blue to the very outer crease in circular motions, just like that. And then I'm gonna blend it into the inner crease. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to peel these off, which the under eye feels fantastic. I'm gonna grab a makeup wipe and just clean up the fallout, throw on my base makeup, and I'll be right back to tie in the eyes. Okay, so I did remember that since I am using a pigment, it is going to get a little bit fallouty. So while I'm still baking the face, I'm just gonna finish up the under eye. The next product out of the box, this is from Bang Beauty. It is the chocolate eyeliner. Use it as an eyeliner, a shadow base, or even to touch up your brows. Creamy chocolate toned pomade is the ultimate triple threat. Now, I don't love pomades in the brows. I actually don't even love pomades on the lid. What I like these kind of a product for is the waterline, which is what I'm gonna use it for today, as well as a base for shadow. But since I am going so vibrant today, I didn't wanna have a brown base for pink eyeshadow. So I am going to take just a little bit of this, that's not the brush I wanted, on this vintage Step 3 brush we got a couple months ago. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on the brush, and I'm gonna run that in the waterline. You can totally use a product like this for a wing or for liner, but since I did get lashes in my box, I don't like doing a brown liner with black lashes. It just does not work for me. Okay, so this is pretty creamy. It does go on nicely. There's a nice heavy saturated amount of pigment, but you can totally blend it out and use it a little bit lighter if you so choose. So if you are looking for something a little bit less drastic than black winged liner, this could be a nice alternative, but I'm really liking the brown in the waterline. So now dipping back into the Laura Lee Los Angeles palette, I'm gonna go into this medium blue Karaoke, and I'm just going to gently smoke out the lower lash line. Then taking a little bit of the pink, I'm just going to take it on the inner corner and wrap it to the under portion of the inner corner. Now I am gonna actually highlight the inner corner as well with something a little bit more metallic, but I do like wrapping the shadow every now and then because it just gives you such a pretty dimension to your smoky eyes. So the next item out of the box, these are from House of Lashes. These are the Featherette lashes. They retail for $12, up to 15 wears, cruelty free. I'm gonna go throw these on off camera, but I will link right here a full-on demo on how to put on lashes. When I do take these off, when I do put these on, I'm then gonna just dust everything off, finish the rest of the face, and come back for the last product. But these are really wispy, very feathery, obviously from the name. So I'm gonna throw these on real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on. They are very wispy, they are very fluttery, which, you know, the name Featherette kind of leads you to believe. The one thing I will say about House of Lashes, lashes in general, is that I find that you have to be very careful cleaning them. I have ruined so many pairs of House of Lashes by cleaning them too hard. So honestly, what I do now is I will take a makeup wipe, I will place the lash right on top, fold it over, and just pat and massage a little bit, and that'll pull any mascara residue right out of it. All of my lash maintenance, again, were in the video I linked, which I already linked, so you've already checked that out. So let's jump right into the last item in the box. So the last item out of the box was a lippy from Smashbox. I received, so it says Smashbox assorted lip colors, create bold, beautiful looks with your new Smashbox lip product. I received the Always On Metallic Matte in the shade Rust Fund. So I'm just gonna pop this open. I actually think that from the looks of it, it's metallic, but it's fairly neutral. So I think it might work really well with this eye look. I totally forgot to highlight the inner corner. I'm gonna do that after. So, oh, that's pretty. I have used this formula before. This color is very pretty, so I'm just gonna go throw this on quickly. So originally I wasn't all that thrilled with the color I got, but now that it's drying down a little bit, I'm really happy with how it looks, especially with this eye color. And I'm gonna take a little bit of ColourPop Flexitarian, which is a longtime favorite of mine, and I'm just gonna pop this on the inner corner. And what I love about this shade is the pink underneath is showing through just a little bit, which is just giving you such a beautiful highlighty pink look on the inner corner. So all in all, this box retails for $106, which for $21 is obviously a fantastic value. Just gonna rapid fire through the products. The lippy, I love Smashbox lip products, so this is quite a good color, and I think I will use this again. The Bang eyeliner, I'm gonna have to play with a little bit more to see how I feel about the brown, but in the waterline, it smoked out really nicely, and it's definitely helping some contrast so that the lashes don't make this too top heavy. The cuticle treatment, I'm gonna have to see. I mean, my cuticles look great, but I, again, got my nails done like 2 days ago, so I'll have to play around with this more, and I will leave in the description box how I feel once I've gotten a chance to use it a little bit more. The Wander Beauty eye masks, they were really refreshing. My under eyes feel plump. They feel wonderful. The concealer went on top very nicely. I'm gonna have to use them again, and as of right now, I really like them, but I will leave down below how I feel should that change. The lashes, obviously, I'm currently wearing. I do like House of Lashes brand. You just have to be careful when you're cleaning them because they can get a little bit delicate. And the last item, obviously, is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Pigment Palette. I think that this went on really nicely. I love this, you know, I used these 4 shades today. Actually, no, I dipped into the orange as well. So this shade, the Citrine, is the only one that I did not go into today. It is, I mean, it's exactly what it looks like. It's a citrine. It's like a yellowy green. Not really a shade I gravitate towards, but the rest of the palette put together a stunning look, and I love how they blended together. So this is definitely a win for me as well. All in all, this was a better box, which a lot of people were very iffy on it, so I'm quite happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.